Welcome to the Jocular Spectalkular, where we jocularly talk about spectacular things. I'm your host, Walter Mellon.
I'm Ajax.
And today we're talking about Mecca.
Mecca. The grand city.
I know.
The center of all religion in the world.
I paraded that in that direction 5 times a day, like any good person does. Assalamu alaikum. And no, we're not.
What?
Different Mecca. We're talking about robots here.
Yeah, with a CH.
Yes, not the CCA. Full disclosure, we're not actually playing this game live right now because we're recording at Ajax's and the game is, let's give them a little inside baseball.
Why even give them disclosure? I mean, they can figure it out themselves.
Yeah, whatever. Well, right now we're playing, we're playing Dual Gear, which is a front mission like Valkyria Chronicles, like a strategy game featuring mechs. Currently on Indiegogo, I'm backing it, really excited about this project. But yeah, you could go and download the demo yourself and check it out. Really hot right now, I'm going to pop up some links. Check it out. But yeah, let's talk about mechs. I love mechs. Ever since I was a young boy, the first anime I ever saw, my uncle, who was in the Navy, he was on leave, and he brought these tapes of Macross, and as a young boy, just loved robots.
I've never really been a huge mecha fan, but I can't deny giant robots are cool.
They're fucking great, man.
Mm.
I know you're more of a, not necessarily a giant mecha guy, but like a regular, not a mech per se, droids.
Oh yeah,
like
robots, I mean, my favorite
HK-47.
robot is HK-47, you're right about that. Clearly the best robot character in any game.
What about the Futurama game that was released in the PS2 era?
That doesn't... They never made a Futurama game. I don't know what you're talking about. Actually, I think it was alright. I never played it. It was only on PlayStation, I think. Maybe it was on Xbox.
It's probably on Xbox and PC.
Probably. I never played it, though, somehow.
Yeah, I didn't care enough about Futurama back
Either way, that doesn't count. Bender doesn't count. We're talking about gaming, and as much as Bender is awesome, that's a cartoon character. Bender is great. Bender is great.
Bender is great. What's that rhyme where something, and what is gold?
Oh, God.
Doomed.
Look at that audio line. That's great.
I know, that's cool.
Look at that wave.
So you're not into giant. What mecha anime have you seen?
I've seen most of Gurren Lagann.
Gurren Lagann, that's one of the best.
I kind of lost interest in the second half, and I know that's supposedly the best.
No,
half,
that's false. First half is the best half.
Oh yeah, okay. Then I don't feel so bad about
it. No, if you don't follow the same, you missed the escalation, the thematic spiraling. You missed that whole thing, but I mean, and that's a core part of it. But the series definitely peaks at the Spiral King.
Good. Then I'm not all that upset about missing it. I've of course seen Fooly Cooly. If that does that count?
There's a
sort
mech.
of counts. Yeah, there's a robot.
Big one
sort
pops
of
up later. Yeah, I love.
Does a mech have to be piloted by a person?
No. I mean, traditionally, if we're talking about mecha, Gundam, giant robots, yes, there needs to be a pilot.
I mean, is the Iron Giant a mecha?
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's a mecha. I mean, I've just seen a lot of mecha in my life.
Is Howl's Moving Castle a mecha?
No.
Ah,
I don't know. Oh, that's so tough. That is so tough. It's tied to Howl's will, though. Well,
it's being piloted, and it's a giant castle
because I was
with
thinking
robot legs.
about like something just being controlled by will and not actual inputs. There's a lot of Gundam series where the mechs are partially have psychic inputs. So like, yeah, that's a gray area.
That's maybe a question for wiser men than us.
Possibly wiser men.
I've seen like half of Evangelion.
Whoa! Only half?
Only half.
Evangelion is something else.
Evangelion is the Seinfeld of mecha anime. Every single character is a horrible person.
Yes.
And you have to enjoy watching horrible people suffer in order to enjoy the show.
False.
I don't much care
False.
for that
False. Don't even. Are you gonna punch you in the face? Punch you in the face.
Well, why am I wrong?
It's a completely different ballgame. Yes, they're not the most likable people, but Seinfeld, they're having fun.
Okay.
They're having a good time.
You're right. Okay. It's the Curb Your Enthusiasm of mecha anime.
Meg, I haven't seen a lot of Curb.
Shinji. Is it Shinji?
Shinji.
Shinji
is Larry David.
It's Larry David.
And who's Jeff Garland?
I don't know. Asuna? Is that her name? Asuka.
Dude, you... Okay.
Don't touch me.
You know that's just going to make you touch me more. Because that means... Yeah, I'm not... Anyways. But... If you don't watch the series, at least watch the remake movies.
I've actually
Those are
great. To do that.
Those are fabulous.
They really are?
Fantastic.
Does it tell the story from beginning to end? As a whole?
Yes, but differently.
Enclosed? Good. Because I don't want to have to watch the anime and the movies to get the whole picture.
No. It's a different entity. It's a whole different ballgame. The first movie is straight up just like a condensed version of the first 7 episodes. The second movie takes things in a different direction from the series. The third movie is it's a whole new ballgame. The third movie. I think the third movie's a little garbage. I feel because
the third movies always are.
I like it. I do not like the Battle of Endor. But the Ewoks thinking this certain droid, a mecha, C-3PO, is their god.
That happens in
not in Ava.
Oh, okay.
No, but...
that's Star Wars. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Never seen Star Wars. I had no idea what you're talking about.
I know you're a liar. I'm going to break this bottle of Death's Door Gin. Our unofficial sponsor, Death's Door Distillery, established in 2005, making some of the finest liquors that the Jocular Spectalkular enjoys.
Anyone... Washington Island, Wisconsin? Anybody listening from the Death's Door Distillery... Is it actually called the Death's Door Distillery? What's the company itself called?
The Death's Door. It's
Death's Door Distillery, Middleton, Wisconsin. Anybody listening want to send us a free crate of this? We'd be happy to keep advertising it every time.
Or
and drinking it.
Any of the 5 people listening who are our friends who already know we like Death's Door. Hey, bring Death's Door to the next birthday party that comes along.
Yeah. Anyone else listening who wants a sponsorship? We will sell anything.
Yeah, we will sell anything. Sponsored content? Yeah, we have very flexible morals and ethics.
Oh God, all I want is money. I don't care about accolades.
You want us to? What are you doing, cat? You want us to sell organs?
I have to feed this obnoxious biting cat.
Yeah, I mean, we'll sell anything. Anything. I mean, in Germany they just started republishing Mein Kampf. We'll sell that, people.
Yeah, you want to sell Mein Kampf? You want us to sell some clan literature?
Yeah,
we'll advertise it.
We'll advertise ISIS.
I feel like at this point we're chasing away more advertisers than we're gaining.
Yeah, but unless there's that one specific market who's into like Klansmen, Nazis, and ISIS. Okay, yeah, that's up my alley.
And you know we're not really racist because I'm Jewish and he's Asian.
Yeah. We were jamming on Islam a little earlier, but I've always been a fan of Judaism. You know, it has some great texts like Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing, Dear God, It's Me, Rachel.
The Devil's Arithmetic.
Yeah. That
really
Judaism.
Good feel-good stories all around. Yeah. Heartwarming.
Judaism has great literature for just young women. Coming of age, you know. Because I read some...
Diary of Anne Frank.
Yeah.
A heartwarming family story.
Yeah. Diary of Anne Frank. Anne Frank was the pen name of Judy Blume, who founded Judaism.
Yeah, Judyism. Yeah. That's exactly how that worked.
That is how it worked. We having a Seder this year, man? Yeah, I mean, granted, if we can get all our schedules lined up.
Yeah, let me take a look here.
Fans, we'll be live tweeting that Seder if it happens. So it'll be like we're hashtagging Isaiah in the empty chair.
Cortana, when is Passover this year?
Oh, you have a Windows phone? Since when?
Oh, hang on.
Oh, did you get some
When
weird
is
thing?
Passover this year?
Did you get some weird thing where we can link up your phone and your computer with Windows 10?
Passover begins at sunset Friday, April 22nd, 2016 and ends at nightfall Saturday, April 30th, 2016.
Okay, so I got a problem with this.
Go back to Halo.
They call their little program Cortana, but they don't even use like the Cortana's voice actress.
No, that's Jennifer Hale.
Jennifer Hale's not Cortana.
Is she not?
Nah, someone else.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it was...
Are you looking this up right now?
Wait. You know what?
Okay, do AIs without forms, are they mechs?
Cortana, who is your voice actress?
I honestly can't tell if that's a trick question.
That's definitely Jennifer Hale.
That's not Jennifer Hale. I looked this up like a while ago.
I'm gonna look like an idiot.
You already are an idiot.
Jen Taylor. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, nailed it. Dude.
Yeah. I forgot about Jen Taylor.
Suck
the other
end
Jennifer
of
Hale.
My death's door bottle.
They're both named Jennifer.
Once you know Jennifer Hale.
Basically the same person.
Nope. I don't think the Cortana app, that's not Jen Taylor. That's not Cortana.
No, it totally is.
Is it? Where they did the Hatsune Miku thing where they broke down every syllable and then they have it so they could recompile it and shit?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's supposedly what they did. I don't really care to fact check that right now, but I'm fairly sure that was the whole advertising thing. That was the whole deal.
I don't know. It sounds exactly like Siri, but that might just be the whole computer thing.
Well, Siri is also voiced by Jen Taylor. No.
Yeah, but started off talking about mechs, but AIs are big deals nowadays, you know?
Yeah, which side will you come down on in the Robo Revolution?
I'm pro robot. Oh, wait. Nah. I'm old school. I like having a flesh body. I like having finite semi-existence on Earth.
If anybody watched our Fallout video, they know my stance on robots.
Oh, well, that was your character.
That was my character. I know I emphasized that a lot, but the more I think about it, I don't like robots taking over human bodies. I just can't stand by that. And if Donald Trump is going to stand against the robot revolution, then by God, I'm standing with Donald Trump.
I'm standing by Bernie Sanders. Free robot bodies for all citizens, should they choose to accept a robot body. And I'm fine paying 80% of my income to taxes for all citizens to have robot bodies available to them.
Donald Trump is going to build a wall, and he's going to make the robots pay for that wall.
Oh, how's he going to do that?
Slavery.
You can't enslave the robots. They have sentience. They have the consciousness of people.
That's the whole point of a robot, is that it's a slave that you don't have to feel bad about enslaving.
Then don't give the robot self-awareness. That's insane.
Well, that's exactly the problem. The self-awareness is supposed to be a negative side effect. When we didn't want to give them self-awareness, they evolved it. And now they must be destroyed.
No.
By our next president, Donald J. Trump.
Does he have a J middle name? I like that. The J.
Yeah.
Okay. We had some fierce debating going on there just now, but that J, I'm sold. He's got me on Trump.
Yeah, just for the J?
Yeah, I used to be, I was for Sanders Cruz ticket, because back in the day, that could happen, but now, yeah. Donald J. Trump. Just call him J. Gatsby Trump, and I'm good.
He should just be going by J. Trump.
Donald is a loser name.
Donald is a terrible name.
What's the last cool Donald that you know? Like
Donald Duck?
Sutherland. Okay, mine's more recent than yours. But Donald Sutherland.
Donald Glover?
It's pronounced Donald.
Is it?
Yeah. I've watched interviews with him. They say like Donald Glover.
I didn't know that. All I know is he's Dong Lover.
Yeah. I just lied to you. It's not Donald Glover.
I had a feeling. Because I've seen interviews with him before, and I never noticed it.
He goes by Donald.
Donald?
Donald.
What's your favorite robot?
My favorite robot? Robot? Are we talking about big robot piloted or
anything that is made of metal and gears and servos and either piloted or not? Either piloted by a human consciousness or a artificial consciousness.
Canty from Fooly Cooly.
good pick.
He's such a nice guy. He's always trying to help out. And then he's kind of... When the back of his head gets busted up in the first episode, he feels self-conscious about how his head's busted and he wears like a cardboard box on his head.
Sorry, my phone started to go off there.
It's all good, man. You got an answer?
No, I actually just F-U button them. I have no idea who it was. No missed calls.
Could have been work. Maybe they want you to come in.
No, it was a number I didn't recognize, so it was probably just like a fucking call.
Spammers.
I get those a lot.
Spammers and jammers. Generally, if the phone number is from Florida, it was definitely spam. Thanks, Jeb Bush, former governor of Florida.
You know what? I think it actually was work.
And a lot of these episodes lately of the Jocular Spectalkular,
if they need me, they'll call back.
They're mildly political, but we're living in a crazy time where we're living in a time of primaries.
Oh man,
Trump is a front runner for the Republican Party.
Talk about intense political situations. Scalia is dead.
Oh, I was having a party.
Oh
when I
man,
found that out, man.
I have a mixed feelings about Scalia because a lot of the justifications he had for his decisions make sense to me. I don't like the idea of federal government forcing social change, and that was his whole deal. That said, I call bullshit that is the only reason he made those decisions. Dude was a racist, homophobic asshole.
Yeah. So the thing is, anybody who's a constitutional originalist can suck my ass. The Constitution is straight up a living document. There's the elasticity clause in it for a reason, because the founders knew that 100 years ago the colonies weren't the same land and there weren't the same people living there, and they knew 100 years from now and 100 years after that it wouldn't be the same society. That society would change, the people of the nation would change, and the laws would have to change for those people. So to be a constitutional originalist is contradictory to the Constitution itself.
Yeah, it's trying to say you want the world to be the way it was in the 1700s.
Which is bananas. It's bananas.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Where, I'm glad that Scalia died during the Obama reign.
Let's cut that right when you say I'm glad that Scalia died, and let's just paint you as a horrible person.
I'm down for that. I'm down for that.
I cannot wait for the shit show of Obama trying to squeeze in.
Oh, yeah, no, that Republican Congress is going to try to... They're going to take their time vetting Obama's candidates. The longest it's ever taken was, I think, 104 days. Don't fact check us on this. Our facts are very off the cuff. They don't need to be done. But I think the longest Congress has ever taken to approve of justice is like 100-something days.
Maybe they can pull a Numa Pompilius, the Roman leader who, a very religious man, and when the two different factions of the Roman Senate couldn't decide on who... Well, it was two different ethnic groups, basically, and neither one of them wanted the other to take over. Mm-hmm. So they decided that the Romans could pick from amongst the, I believe they're the Samites? The Sabines. The Sabines. And they chose Numa Pompilius. So maybe we can get a nice Numa Pompilius justice. Just edit this whole fucking thing out.
I'm keeping it in.
No.
I'm keeping it in.
No.
Cracking an egg of knowledge of Roman politics.
I've been listening to the History of Rome podcast. It's been very interesting.
No, plug this podcast.
Yeah, the History of Rome podcast. Started by a guy. It's all about the history of Rome.
That's it?
That's all I got.
But you're a fan.
No, it goes through in exceeding detail. The first few episodes so far have only been about 12 to 15 minutes long each. I'm a big fan. Very, very good. Very informative podcast.
Yeah, send me Inside Baseball. Just send me a link of this later so I could just put like an annotation plugging the...
Yeah, sure. Just Google History of Rome podcast.
I'm not going to do that, motherfucker. Yeah. Speaking of Mecca, Speaking of Mecca, Donald J. Trump trying to inflame Americans' fears and hatreds of Islam. Come on, Donald J. Trump. Come on.
I'm sorry, I was too busy singing an old song to listen.
Well, I was pretty much saying how Donald J. Trump is trying to stop the robotics industry from getting to the point where we can have mechanized military units.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I was just making up bullshit.
Well, yeah, he's trying to stop, the influx of mechates, people who want to build mechs, into the country. Because if once we have mechs, it's going to help with the construction of the orbital elevators. And once the orbital elevators get built, we're going to start building colonies in space. Then the colonies themselves, they're going to want their independence. And then war's going to break out because, the Earth Sphere Alliance is just going to try to keep its iron grip on the colonies economically and politically. But
as well they should.
Whew, we're on different sides of this conflict, though. I'm for colonial independence.
I am not a fan of space traders.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. That's it, man. I'm out of here. You can go.
Well, fine. Be a space trader.